I'm Carrie Sherburne, Senior Editor at What They Think, and I'm here with Ralph Nappi, who's President of the Graphic Arts Show Company and NPES. I'm sure you don't need an introduction, but we did it anyway.
Well, that's very kind. Thank you. I'm glad to be with you, Carrie.
Now we're headed towards October for Graph Expo, and then next year,
Print.
Print 2013. So for folks that weren't able to attend Drupa, do you think they'll be able to see a lot of the same stuff? And then for people that did attend it, is there going to be new stuff?
Well, I would say there's two things. First of all, Drupa was exciting, and there's good news is there was no real surprises, but that's both good news and bad news. But most people know in our industry that except for a few items which this nano ink that Landa was talking about, that was the only thing. And this still needs to come out. There will be a lot of the technologies that were at Drupa at Graph Expo. The participation from the U.S., not surprising, wasn't very strong, but they were
at Drupa.
Clearly, at Drupa, exactly. So the good news is, as you said, Carrie, if you didn't get to Drupa, that's fine, because Graph Expo has always been in a position to have some of those technologies and announcements that were at Drupa. For those of you that were at Drupa, you're always welcome, and there's always new stuff going on. Carrie and I were just talking about Executive Outlook is new there. We have conference program. I think a lot of the things that we're doing, particularly the co-locations, we continue to grow the number of co-located events.
Yes, and that's great.
The last 3 years has been phenomenal. From 22 to 34, we're going to be over 40 for this Graph Expo, which says a lot. It's the place for the graphic communications, the graphic arts industry in the broadest sense, which includes marketing, e-publishing, lots of things, to be in Chicago during those 4 days. So.
And the marathon is happening.
The marathon is happening, and both you and I are going to run it this year,
that's
right?
Okay, that's right.
But no, kidding aside, the marathon is that Sunday. We will start, actually, Graph Expo a little later than usual. Usually it starts at 10 o'clock on Sunday. We're going to move that till noon this year because of that. But otherwise, it's going to look and feel a lot like most Graph Expos with the new announcements and technologies from here.
Yeah, that's great. And then do you have some special plans for Print 2013?
We do. Thanks for asking. At Drupa, we announced our Print 13 plan, and there are 3 particular areas that will be unique to this print. Number one, we're actually going to reduce it from 6 days to 5 days.
Okay.
We're going to adjust the number of days from the days we start. So we'll open up on a Sunday and go to a Thursday.
Okay.
That's been particularly important because of our co-located events, which we've done at Graph Expo, and they like those weekends. So we felt like to continue having them grow, and a number have said, we want to continue, but we need a weekend. So that's why we've shifted that, and we think we'll be as many as our goal is to have 50 co-located events.
Great.
Too many to talk about now, but they're in all 12 segments that we touch.
Okay.
So that will be one thing. The second thing will be is we will be offering a machinery package from some of the exhibitor standpoint. Once again, we're going to help with the cost of getting equipment into the show, which is very important.
Great.
You know, as many customers and exhibitors certainly know, that the primary reason people attend Graph Expo and most of our industry shows, just like Drupa, IPEX, iGuess, and others, it's to see running equipment.
Right.
We want to help that the market in the U.S. is still challenged. We want to help as much as we can to get that equipment there.
That's great.
So that's another exciting thing. We'll also do being RFID name tags.
Oh, good.
First time ever.
Okay.
We're going to beta it with Graph Expo this year, but by Print we fully expect to have some of those new technologies and things, and there's a lot of good things that we'll do that will help both from an exhibitor and attendee perspective.
That's great. That's great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that with us.
My pleasure.